You ready to go flying? Let's go flying, all right?
Alright guys, for those of you, this is Cody, folks, yeah, and that's Fernando back there. Alright, so we got our briefing already, and I guess we'll see you guys at the runway.
Sounds good.
Alright, we're gonna do an intersection departure at on our left. Run up.
Ready, guys?
Ready.
Ready to go.
The window secure?
My side, yes, sir. Your side's good?
My window.
Alright, buddy. And up Block Tower, Skyhawk 8957 Victor, holding short 90 left to Juliet East departure.
8957 Victor, up Block Tower East departure approved, runway 90 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 90 left to Juliet, November 57 Victor, eastbound. Forward takeoff check is complete.
Feels weird being in the back like this.
It feels weird being in the right seat.
On the left side?
Sure feels nice being out here on the left.
We'll have some fun. Okay, airspeed is alive, gauge is green, power normal. Rotate. $70 knots. I see what you said one more time for 57 Victor.
November 57 Victor, need you north or south of the departure corridor, traffic departing, runway 9 left.
We're turning south, sir, 57 Victor.
Just wants us to get out of the way.
Yes, sir.
I can barely hear him.
Me too. So we're gonna get flight following for the beach?
Yeah, dude, I've never done this. See, Florence.
Yeah, I mean, since we're so close to Miami, I'd like to
Talk to somebody.
go to
Yeah.
8.6.
Okay.
As soon as we get out of
His airspace.
yeah.
You mind putting the squawk in there for me, Lef, when they give it to us?
Yeah.
Tower 57 Victor, frequency change, please.
November 57 Victor, frequency approved.
Good night, sir, 57 Victor. Miami approach, Cessna 8957 Victor.
Cessna 8957 Victor, Miami approach.
Sir, we're about 5 miles east of Opelika. We'd like to just get VFR flight following down the coast and then back up towards Opelika eventually, please, 1,000 feet.
November 8957 Victor, squawk 0174 and identify type of Cessna.
0174, sir, and 172.
Cody. 8957 Victor, better contact 7 miles east of Block Airport, maintain VFR, continue eastbound the shoreline, then southbound, maintain VFR below 1,500.
Okay, sir, VFR to the shore, east of the shoreline and then southbound, maintain VFR below 1,500 for 57 Victor. Thank you.
November 8957 Victor, contact Miami approach 125.5.
25.5, 57 Victor, good night, sir. Miami approach Cessna 8957 Victor, level 1,000 southbound along the shoreline.
November 8957 Victor, Miami approach, maintain VFR at or below 2,000, remain offshore.
Remain offshore, VFR at or below 2,000, November 57 Victor.
Hey, Cody.
Yes, sir.
Would it be a lot of trouble to pick up an IFR clearance now?
You want to, Wade? Sure.
If it's not a lot of trouble, I've never seen like how IFR actually works.
43 contact
Not
Miami.
at all, dude, you got it.
1.6.
You don't mind that?
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
I've never seen it either.
Approach Skyhawk 57 Victor, sir. If you've got time, we'd like to actually pick up an IFR, local IFR back to Opelika, please.
Want an IFR clearance back to Opelika?
Yes, sir. 57 Victor.
Okay, you're cleared to Opelika via radar vectors, maintain 2,000 and fly heading. Do you want to go out west to go shoot the ILS, or do you want to go back up the beach?
The beach would be better, sir, just because of the weather. That's the only reason. 57 Victor.
57 Victor, clear to Opelika via radar vectors, maintain 2,000 and fly heading 090.
090, heading climb maintain 2,000, November 57 Victor. And clear the Opelika Airport via radar vectors.
left heading 040.
Left turn now 040 November 57 Victor. And so we're just getting Victor, so we're going 040, and we're up to 2,000 feet out of 1,500.
So that's cool, so we basically just do everything he says.
Exactly that. Yep. Okay, so we have been told to
1317, contact line center, 145.
Here's when going to load the approach. So we may get that ILS. ILS from when I left, via radar vectors. Now,
Cody, could you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
Sure, but so he just told us to
7501, you can go direct water.
expect the ILS approach to 9 left. So we just loaded the ILS, just in case we do get it, and we may get it. So what I'm going to do, since we're just vectors, I can go ahead and activate that approach. So we have the approach active, and now we just have to set the approach frequency, which is 110.5, and make sure this is on VLOC mode, localizer mode, which it is, and we can change it between GPS and VLOC. And we have to set the approach course to 093 degrees, and I'll go ahead and brief the approach in a moment. I'll just briefly go ahead and brief that approach. Don't need to do too much. I'll just pull that up. Ben, tell you what, but you take the airplane for a second?
I have the airplane.
You have the airplane about 040 heading in 2000, we're just right here. So we're going to be doing the ILS runway 9 left at Opa-locka, charts 21-1, 18 January 2013. We've got our approach frequency 110.5 set, which will identify when we're in course reception range. 093 course is set. Approach is loaded in the box. And we're going to hit the SASBO point, which is loaded at 1,600 feet.
November 57 Victor, turn left heading 360 and contact Miami approach 128.6.
Left turn now 360, 2865 Victor. Good night, thanks for the help, sir.
Heading that again?
360, sir.
360.
Yep. Miami approach Cessna 8957 Victor, checking in level 2000, 360 heading.
Just checking.
I have a departure code 230.
Oh, she's busy, but we'll call back in a second. But 1,600 feet off SASBO. Descending down to our minimums of 257 feet.
Number 8 Papa Charlie.
On the barometric altimeter. Auditor announce call 100 above minimums. I'll call landing or going around flat.
Right now, Charlie, if we can get hotel,
We don't see the runway. We'll go around. Exceed our approach will be 2,000 feet. I'm heading 093 to intercept.
Charlie, echo over to tower.
Dolphin radial. 069 degree radial, so I'll back that up, and most likely before she wants to execute that missed approach, we'll execute a vector missed approach. So I'm going to set 093. That's set.
Miami departure code 230.
Minimum 257, Bassi on the left side of the road. Any questions?
No questions. November 57 Victor, turn left heading 270.
270 heading November 57 Victor.
Coast Guard 2302, turn left heading 270.
Airport in sight.
Airport in sight.
Too bad I'm back here, I can't see anything.
Is it trying to capture the glide slope?
No, not yet. It's sensing, but we won't get proper signals until we're past it, like
November 57 Victor, turn left heading 220, just need to get you around some other ISR traffic.
Left out to 20 November 57 Victor, and if necessary, we can take a visual as well.
November 57 Victor, roger, the traffic is 12 o'clock, 7 miles, he's landing on my 12.
Traffic is in sight now, 57 Victor.
November 57 Victor, you can just continue on your present heading, then sliding 270, maintain visual separation from that traffic.
Okay, man, back right to 270, we'll maintain visual separation from the traffic, 57 Victor.
Cody, so when she tells us to maintain visual separation, we're assuming the responsibility, right?
You got it, dude. Yep.
Cool.
Even though we're still doing the instrument approach?
Yep.
Okay.
So basically right now we could be in the middle of clouds with like zero visibility and still be flying.
Right, dude, we could be. Yep.
I've been wanting this picture so long.
November 57 Victor, did you want the ILS? It'll be no problem if you needed that.
Oh, sure, man, we can take that if the weather's not so bad out there, 57 Victor.
57 Victor, I can turn you inside the weather. It is slowly moving eastbound, but I think we can get you in before that.
57 Victor, that'd be great, please. So right now we're being vectored for the approach, and once we're on the approach on our course of 093, what we want to do is like a video game, keep the vertical line centered and the horizontal line centered through the target board, kind of the round board in the center. And as long as we keep it flushed all the way down, we're on course and on glide path, on azimuth and on path. And we can take that all the way down to our Category 1 minimums of 257 feet on this approach, which means we can take the airplane down without seeing the runway down to 257 feet. And then at that point, if we don't see the runway, we have to execute our missed approach, which is an instrument. Gears down, mixture's rich, no prop, flaps pending. Seatbelts are on, landing check is complete. So right now we're trying to keep both needles centered, and that's an ILS approach, so we can fly that down all the way down to 257 feet without seeing the runway if we were on the published approach. So right now you're a bit above the glide slope? Below now. If it goes above, you're below. I see. Now, is it okay, if I'm flying VFR, is it okay for me to use that as a reference? Absolutely, man. Yep, back up on it, short, flaps 20. Just don't use it as primary. Right, yep. I used to shoot practice approaches when I was a student pilot. What? Cody, and in an extreme case of an emergency, I mean, I don't want to distract you from your landing. If I'm distracting you, no, we're not landing yet, but you're on the approach. What's your question? If like today, for example, I had accidentally gone into IMC, could I have picked up an instrument clearance just to exit the... You could have, but the best thing would actually just be to be honest and just tell them I'm a VFR student pilot, I got into IMC, help me. And that's honestly the best thing. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Absolutely. Would they help me? Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we're just flying our needles down. And then if you ever had to shoot that, just cross-check your pitch to 3 degrees down on the attitude indicator, and follow the button, you'll get home. It's 3 degrees. 3 degrees, dude. The glide slope is 3 degrees, so it's between 3 and 5 degrees nose down, but it'll get you there. That's cool. Up to. And just vary it as necessary. If you fall below the glide slope, add power. If you're above, reduce power. And we're 100 above our minimum, so we could still not see the runway and be flying. At about 700 feet per minute, we'll keep you on this glide slope. This rate. So right now, feet per minute. So about 50 feet above minimums, our Category 1 minimums. Is that specific to this airport or to any airport? Any airport with a 3-degree glide slope. 700 feet per minute. Yes, sure. Wind check, please. Wind calm. So at this point, we need to see the runway. That's right, but here's our minimums, runways in sight, landing. Now, some airliners can go down all the way down. Really? Yep. So we can keep this glide slope all the way down. Land in total fog. Yep. It has to be autopilot if you're flying it down to the runway. But you can hand fly down to, I believe it's 50 with Category 2 minimums. 50 feet above ground. And then the pilot just needs to flare. Yep. That's crazy. And so we still got our glide slope now, and we're at 100 feet. That could have been better. That was great. Well, welcome back to Miami, folks.
Black Tower, Coast Guard 2302 is with you, Savs, going inbound on the RNAV GPS 9 left, touch and go.
Cody, and so,
Runway 9 and 5, Coast Guard 2302, runway 9 left, clear, touch and go.
Where does the glide slope end? It's not the runway threshold, right? It's where basically where the pappies are, I believe. That is where it's aligned, the glide slope.
57 Victor, contact ground enough.
57 Victor, good night, sir.
No.
It's basically a digital pappy. That's it, dude. Yep. That's really cool. We can practice one time, bud. I love that, yeah. Yeah, dude, for sure, if you ever had to get down using it. Oh, block it down. Sky Arcade 957 Victor, clearing runway 9 left. Hotel taxi to Miami Executive, please.
57 Victor, black ground, taxi to Renfield Papa.
Taxi Renfield Papa, 57 Victor, good evening. Flaps up, trim back to takeoff, curb heat is off, and completely clear the runway.
This is definitely an adventure. I'm glad that you guys were able to come along and see how us pilots do it. It's that pilot life, you heard?